Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Indiana's offense will come out first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch. Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
The give on the option. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Turning it on.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Barker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On the move, it's Beebe. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Mendoza. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got him downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So Fresno State's offense will take the field for the first time. And, David, they've got a tight end who might not be a superstar, but he always seems to be in the right place, always ready to be a safety valve for this quarterback.
No, and this guy dictates to the defense. It's so nice to be able to move him around. He's the chess piece. He's the playmaker on offense. offense that can do a lot of things, and if they're going to be successful, the big tight end's going to be the reason why.
And he's a very reliable target, too. We've seen him make some really tough catches in some big moments for this offense. He's going to have to do that in this game today. The defense is keying on him. They know that's where the quarterback's eyes are going to be going early and often in this game, so the tight end's got to step up.
From the gun to give, looking for room. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. That's reeled in. It's clapped. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Quarterback moving. On the move, he fires. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Good timing on the quick out. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Makes the grab on the right. spaces. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use again.
I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. And they'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To throw, it's Mendoza. Under fire. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sets up the screen. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Fresno State will have to punt. And it'll be down right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Got a little space. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Going with the ground game left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Oh, he wants it all. Reels it in down the left side. Off and running. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Snaps it in the shotgun. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And the defense drags him down.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting them the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And these big plays are created first and foremost by the hog mollies up front. The guys who never get credit, the big boys, the big nasties, the big uglies, they put their hand in the dirt, they go after those defensive linemen, create some holes where the runners can make plays, can get in space, can make these huge chunks.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
He's going for the goal line. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Hoosiers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Might be calling a hot route. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Indiana.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. Max going for the goal line. Tackled there by the defense. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Touchdown, Indiana! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Fresno State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but key word being after the catch.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Makes the grab. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Fresno State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Hoosiers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Fires left. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's clapped. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
Fires one high and deep. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Hoosiers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Fresno State will have to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
Leaves it with the running back. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Off-play action on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the ground, it's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Fresno State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the left. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Gets open down the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Quick release by the QB. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows that. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I bet.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Pickett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off play action. Under fire.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Yeah, and another good run. What's new, though? I mean, this dude, 150 on the dot. That is a great day at the office. He's been really, really good all game long, and it's no secret why they continue to feature this guy in the ground game.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen. Sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those.
Looking deep down the right side. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt. Let's see if he settles down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Hunt is on its way. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
And you know what? The best third down offense is don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You can tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat on second down?
Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Martin. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They want to throw it. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page. You get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. The throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Fresno State will have to punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So now it's 2nd and long. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.